Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. They said we would never be back. Nick, you'd never guess who tried to stop us this week. They are actually fucking heavy.
They are
Why
heavy.
did I do it?
We are, for those listening at home, we are pumping iron.
Yes,
while we
we've
do
actually
this. Pumping iron.
We've agreed that we're going to pump iron the whole time, and we're going to have one big massive bicep the whole time, and then I'm going to rip my dick off afterwards when I have a wank.
I better even it out, you know.
Nah, just let it go.
The right hand's big enough from other exercise that I'm not going to name.
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean.
The bloody sticky boys are back again, aren't they?
Flogging your log.
Right. Man, Nick, you would never guess who tried to stop us from podcasting this week.
Who did, Brad?
Monkey Magic.
Monkey Magic.
Yeah, man, Monkey Magic. He rocked up. He was like, "Oh, pretty," and then I was like, yeah."
Okay.
Yeah, that's not racist, is it?
No.
That's how he sounds. Oh, maybe that is a bit racist. Anyway, but he says pigsy. Real funny. Anyway,
yeah.
Doesn't matter. Don't
Doesn't
cancel
matter.
the podcast
Man, Monkey
now.
Magic was... Well, we can't get cancelled, man. Not enough people listen to us.
Yeah, the 7 people are going to cancel us. But what I was going to say was he tried to stop me with his mad judo skills or kung fu skills, but then I pointed out to him that, bro, that's a natural cloud, and he fell straight through the fucking thing. So, what a fucking dork. Do you remember Monkey Magic, though?
Man, it was the best. It was the highlight of my afternoon. And my mum used to watch it and loved it.
Man, everyone loved it. And he had that cloud he used to
Monkey Magic. Oh, yeah, that was... Yeah. Every kid did that on their backyard. Just
man.
went...
Monkey Magic was sick. My brother thought he, I don't know, not an influencer, but had some type of pull because Monkey Magic got cancelled on Perth TV. So my brother...
Too many people were getting beat up.
Got cancelled. There was too much diversity on the screen, and Perth did not like it. They're like, get Monkey Magic off there. There's too many clouds. There's a weird pig guy. No, there's a lady speaking. Get her off. Yuck. Mate, that's probably what happened, though.
That's what happened,
It was too much for Perth to handle.
The mayor got too much mail.
Yeah,
He's like, oh, no.
And then by too much
Get him
mail,
off the screen.
He got 2 letters. Oh, it's bloody swamped here today.
Written in crayon by 50-year-old men.
It's just a fart in an envelope or a shit. Oh.
I just flew in for a week. Monkey Magic's on the bloody TV. Now I've got to fly out again full of race hate.
But my brother rang because they cancelled Monkey Magic. Once again, solid riff there.
Yeah.
Cancelled Monkey Magic, and for some reason my brother thought he was cool, and he wrote a letter to like Channel 7 and then rang him up, but he just got reception. And he's just like, you need to put Monkey Magic back on.
Yes.
Right? And then the next week, Monkey Magic was back on.
Oh, really?
Yes. See? That's true. More than one letter in Perth, people just cave. You know what I mean? The mayor said take it off. That's a letter and a phone call, got it back on.
All it needed was one boy from Forestville with a dream.
That's true. He used to love fucking Monkey Magic.
It was cool. They're going to do a new one, I think.
That would be... Are they still going to do the dub, though, when it's like shit dub?
I don't know what it is. I've got a feeling someone from New Zealand or something is directing it. It's like a reboot.
Oh, but that wire upper tower guy... I can never say his name.
Taika Waititi.
Yes. It always annoys me when people say his name.
Really?
He's always our friend of the show, Ben Knight, the buffest man in the world.
Yes.
He's always like, man, I'm really into his films. Taika Waititi. I don't know. It just annoys me. He's got his fucking Sea Shepherd sticker on. It's just it feels like it's one of those directors.
So
you know?
Ben Knight annoys you, not Taika Waititi.
Yeah. That fucking drum circle cunt. Anyway, great friend of mine. Absolutely love
yes,
him.
man, I'm feeling dusty today. I'm feeling dusty.
You're feeling dusty.
Yeah, I'm feeling dusty.
What did you do last night?
Oh man, I had a few beers. I've been trying to lose a little bit of weight, so rather than drinking beers, I've been drinking those Seltzer things.
What the fuck is a seltzer?
It's like a soda water with I don't know.
What are you, a 16-year-old girl at a fucking festival?
I know, man. It's terrible.
Does it have some hint of like, with a hint of raspberry?
Yeah, it's got a hint of raspberry.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I have the Tropicana one.
Did you go to your fucking bottle shop with all the guys and you and all you craft beer dorks hang out together with your fucking, I don't know, your cool skateboards and your fat gunts or whatever the fuck you do down there, and you ordered vodka in front of them?
Yeah. I bought a 6-pack in front of them. No shame at all.
What do they say?
Because I bought 50 beers before and after. But
yeah.
But anyway, these things go down like water, Brett. It's insane how quickly they go down.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to Moondog. I had a few beers there. And
the Moondog is the coolest bar. The Mill, then Moondog, and then I went to Moondog World. No good. I hate it.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it's shit. There was
it's a bit of an e-taggers type thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a fucking e-tag. I don't know how the wind's going to pick up on this mic. Hopefully good, because this is classic flat stick. We're outside. We're loving it.
But if you like that, I mean, that's, we
always have, flat stickers, we always have wind in our hair.
If you were younger, you would be at Moondog World in a second.
I would absolutely be there. I'd have like my fucking
every
Fred
weekend.
Perry shirt on or some shit.
Yeah.
Like my polo collar pops.
See, it's just
trying to pop someone in the jaw.
I don't know. I don't know if any venue is shit. It just depends on your age.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, R&B clubs, they can get fucked.
They can get fucked. I was actually thinking about nightclubs today and laughing, going,
yeah.
I never picked up once there, so that's why I hated it.
Oh, man, yeah.
If I was getting laid all the time, I'd have fonder memories. But all I remember, it was just being extremely frustrated and drinking 19 Coronas.
Yes.
And yes, I used to order Coronas at a bar.
Sitting alone, listening to Ja Rule.
Yeah. Just a little bit of Nelly.
Yeah. Underlay, mama, yeah.
Oh. I swear to God, have I told you that song that was the only disc we had at when we went on Levers? My mate was in charge of music, and that was the only CD, and it honestly gives me fucking nightmares every time I hear it.
Triggered. Yeah, but man, I had a few beers and then I had a few Seltzers. I must have knocked down about 4 beers and then had some of these Seltzer things. And I was really knocking them back, Brett, at an alarming speed. Did not know.
Your day sounds very similar to mine.
Had one small pizza.
Yeah.
And, that was all the food I'd had that day.
Yeah.
And then had more beers by the park.
Nice.
Had another 6 beers or something.
Yeah.
Got home and I was wrecked. And then I had a little smoky dokey.
As you do. Man, that's the best time you can ever smoke weed. You've heard it here on Flat Stick. I reckon
I don't know if I was smoking. I was just smoking.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't,
just smoking.
Wasn't weed.
just
I love how we're so badass, but you're so scared to say you're smoking weed. I smoke weed all the time, motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. Anyway, but you were just smoking a cigarette, normal cigarette.
I said, hey, let's just have a bit of birthday cake because it was our mate's birthday. Shout out to Josh Barnes.
Oh, man, normal cigarettes always make me hungry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it's so weird when they do that.
I've had that many normal cigarettes. I am hungry.
Yeah. Some would say you've got the munchies.
Yeah, the Winnie Blues munchies.
Yeah, and what time did you light that cigarette? 4:20? Anyway, normal.
I said I'll have a small bit of cake.
I reckon with your outfit, you're more of a holiday man. You know, if you're going to smoke a cigarette, it'd be the holiday. You know, the super or the 35 pack.
What about those long, thin ones that Russians smoke?
Yeah, the Super Kings.
Yeah, I want those,
dude. Man,
Get me onto those.
We used to steal cigarettes off my friend's ma, Karen. R.I.P. She's not dead, but she would probably kill me after this, or she could be. I don't know.
R.I.P. Brett.
R.I.P. Brett. And they were the 25% longer ones. And that's when we just first started like smoking. We used to steal a pack and smoke in a drain, of course. And but then the extra 20, like, because one cigarette was so hard when you were like 14.
Yeah.
But they were 25% extra, and we were just, it was just like, coughing for 10 times longer than you fucking had to.
Man.
Normal cigarette.
And I thought, hey, guys, we still got some birthday cake left. And we had a lot of birthday cake. We'd only had like 2 or 3 slices out of this birthday cake.
Oh, God.
And I said, hey, what do you say we get that birthday cake out, huh? And everyone was like, yeah. And everyone had a little slice each. Then I ate the rest of it.
How big was
half a birthday cake. It was big. Like it was a bit bigger than a large plate.
Nice.
Just trying to lose weight on the Seltzers.
Classic cigarettes.
Try not to eat too much. Eats half a cake. Half a cake. And it was so funny because by the 5th or 6th piece, my girlfriend's, and I was slicing the little piece in half, trying not to be rude, to leave a bit for other people. And my girlfriend's like, just eat it all.
Last time I saw Nick have a cigarette was when we were away, and I reckon we should post that footage on Flatstick when you were like dancing and bopping, and you were in a different world.
Kokomo.
Yeah. It was sick. I was like, man, I've really ruined his night. I was fine. But yesterday, I pretty much the same fucking... I think it's like because Melbourne's released, we're just going... Man, I reckon I put on 3 kilos in the last... I haven't got fat during lockdown. I got fat afterwards because every night I'm out, I'm eating a Parma, all the things I couldn't have. I'm drinking beers. I'll go past the pub, I'm smashing a beer. I had a fucking tie today, 2 beers. I don't normally... I mean, I do normally drink a day drink, but...
Yeah.
Not the point. I'm being a greedy little fucking pig at the moment. Yesterday, me and Fee were like, we'll get up... We'll go for a nice walk, and we'll walk past my old place, and then we walk past a pub at like 11:30. We're like, yeah, we'll have one.
Yes,
right?
yes. Why not?
Why not? 1 turned into 2, 2 turned into 3. Her sister jumped on the bike. They went down to Colonial Brewing, which I thought would be good because I like the beer.
Yeah.
Atmosphere. E-taggers vibe again. Still good beer though. Had a couple there. Then remembered I had a gig.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm about 4 or 5 pints deep at that stage.
Now, Brett, let's take us through this, okay? Yeah. Let's slow it down just one bit here. So not just a gig.
Not just a gig.
Not just a gig. This was your first gig back in like 7 months.
Yeah, and I accidentally said Poof. Yeah, in relevance to a joke about someone, and I felt so bad because it was a slip of the tongue. I said, because I was talking about a mate at work, and he ordered a rainbow salad, and there was 2 options. There was a butter chicken or something, or a beef strog, or a rainbow salad.
Yeah.
And he turned around and said to me, he goes, rainbow salad? Don't trust that. And my joke was, it's not, what do you think, you're going to open that box that's going to turn you into a gay? You know what I mean? Like, what is he so scared of? I was trying to pull apart his fear. But then I said... I think Poof on stage, and I was like, I am so sorry. I've been in lockdown for a long time. I don't use my right words. You were stressing the whole time I was explaining that joke, and I could see it in your eyes.
I am stressing. Yeah. Well, because, man,
as you know, I don't use those words. I don't like them. But it just slipped out.
Man, you said it to me 80 times before we started this.
I know.
No, just joking. No. Yeah, but, so this was your first gig back for 7 months.
Yep.
You forget about it.
Yes.
And then you rock up blind.
Oh, I still haven't finished the story yet. I went from the Colonial Brewery to meet up with Cooper's Inn, our dear friend there, Mocha. And he loves a beer.
Mocha does not mind a beer.
He does not mind it.
He does not mind a beer, Mocha.
I reckon if he said the most, he goes, mate, we're having a real profitable couple of months because I've been off the gas and I'm making real good sales. I was like, you're not making good sales. You just haven't drank all the fucking product. You know what I mean? So I got on it with him, rocked up at Voltaire, and I was in a different world.
Oh, right. Okay,
I had to have a Jim Beam to sober up. I just needed caffeine in the body.
Yes.
And then I go, look, I'm on first. It won't matter. I can ride the energy. And they're like, you're on at the end. I was like, I don't want to be on at the end. And then I had a couple more beers, and I got through it. It was good. It was good to be back. It was good to see some familiar faces. I did have a slip up of words, and I own that, and I apologize. That's not words I use, but it just came out because that's the word that guy in that joke said. He turned around and said "poof" to me, which I don't like, and so I brought that up. It slipped out, and I felt bad. But comedy is back. Besides that. So it was good to be back.
So let's debrief how the gig went. Did you have a set that you kind of rehearsed or whatever?
I did. Well, not rehearsed because I had a little chat about it in the lounge. Like I went over it. I know we're not meant to talk comedy on this podcast, but I went over it to try and knock the cobwebs off what I had to say. And then I had an idea of a hot riff at the top.
Okay.
Like a rough idea where I was going to go
with. Did you think of this while you were pissed?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And I don't reckon I got any of the words out and it didn't make any sense. So I reckon my first 30 seconds was just babble about Lindsay, the old guy, and Corona not taking his life away from him. I said, that's the only reason why I'm wearing a mask, because he's old ass. Anyway, he loved it. Lindsay loves my riffs about him. He had a great time. But yeah, then did my newest joke, which I've only done 3 times on an actual stage before.
Yes.
Which went good.
Yes.
Brett got very loud. You know I'm a loud person.
You are loud, Brett.
Yeah, I thought the microphone was not on.
Yeah.
But just turns out I was just 10 times louder than the microphone. So I put the mic down. It turned into a theatre piece. I don't know.
A theatre piece?
Yeah. No, I branch out.
The ideas that Brett gets when he's drunk, huh?
Oh,
Let's go theatre now.
Theatre, one-man show. I did a bit of mime. Trapeze. Got the trapeze out. Got the flute, jazz flute. Loved it.
Oh man, well, it's just so good that you're back.
I'm back, and then new joke on the first gig back.
And how'd it go?
It went besides the wrong use of the word. It felt good. It felt good that to be in this day and age that an adult man was worried about a salad turning him that way. I was like, the joke was like, what did he think was going to happen? He was going to open up the box. Next thing you know, he's with his shirt off at fucking a Kylie Minogue concert. He's got glitter all over his body. Anyway, there's a good turnaround at the end. Let's just say comedy's alive, guys.
That's great, man. Look, we don't talk comedy that much, but I felt I had to address it.
Yes.
I felt I had to address it because I'm just so excited for you that you're doing it.
Man, and we've got to be excited for ourselves because as last week we discussed, there's like probably the coolest guys in comedy right now, room runner wise. I'm saying coolest. I'm not saying like there's great room runners out there. We love them all.
Yes.
But the cool dudes on the block at the moment are the good chat guys. They've sent me a shirt for you. It's in my room. I've got to do it. Great guys from Brizzy. Love them. They're young. They're full of confidence. They regularly tour Kappa. So, they don't mind losing money.
They love taking risks.
They like risks, and that's what we like.
Risks.
We like risk takers. We don't like cowards or softcocks or whatever you are.
If you do a Nick Kappa, it is like putting rollerblades on and dropping into a half pipe when you haven't done it before. It could go good.
With no insurance.
Most likely it will go bad.
I remember when I was in Adelaide Fringe and they were touring you or something like that. And I said, oh, man, you're here. Where's Nick? And he goes, yeah, Nick was supposed to be here, but he's going to be a week later than us. So they were there a week to hype you up and get you all these pre-sales and do all these guest spots, and you just got your dates wrong. And I was like, that's my boy. And I said, you can't even get angry at Nick. You got to get angry at yourself, boys. Because everyone knows that's going to happen. That's on them.
But it was good. They still loved it. They were out till 4 a.m. every night.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
And
for 2 weeks, Brett.
They were with a guy who was like one of the loosest units I've ever met in my life. Big dude. He was smoking, and the lady said, can't you see that sign? He was smoking in the beer garden. Big sign, and the thing said, no smoking. And she's like, can't you see that sign? He goes, what sign? And then just got up onto a chair and just ripped it off the wall with one hand. Like, just a massive dude. And then just threw it. And I was like, that's sick. But also, I have to leave. This is an arts festival. I can't be associated with these lowbreeds.
Adelaide Fringe. Like, it's some circus performer or something like that, or someone on a unicycle. Man. Oh, man, that's crazy.
It's probably like the head of Safe Spaces in Adelaide Fringe. And there's always this one cunt who's just like, anyway, I'm backing away from this one. I want to keep my career. But anyway, those awesome guys have put on a tour for us, which we kind of just confirmed today. So I think it's like Cairns, Toowoomba, Brisbane. We might even do a live flat stick to all 7 of our fans. Yeah. We know you're there, and we respect you.
Yes.
But now, as we've always mentioned, DRs are going to happen. I don't know if I have to sell my other motorbike to get this new DR.
Yeah,
we will wait and see. I don't know if I can justify 2 motorbikes, but it's better than 1 motorbike.
2 motorbikes.
Exactly.
Yes, 2 motorbikes is definitely
way better.
And I think, man, it's going to be great. Look, I don't think the limo guy's getting back to us, is he?
No, I don't think that's going to happen. But also, we got a way. Our girlfriends once again have organised a delightful evening of canapes and wine tasting in Bendigo. So I wouldn't mind just cruising the streets. I reckon we could find that limo.
I reckon we could find that limo,
I reckon it'd be pretty easy. The 4 streets of... Sorry, do you know a guy with a lit... Yeah, he's over there. You know what I mean? You don't have to finish the sentence. Like, we know... Man, do you imagine that'd be sick if he picked us up and drove us to the wines? Anyway, he won't respond. I'm hoping that changes. But the other alternative would be to get... our motorbikes and do a motorbike adventure.
Yes.
Not through the coast, through the dirt trails. I'm talking about driving up to Bendigo.
We don't want to go to Sydney, Brett.
We thought about it. We're like, let's do the cool Sydney rooms. And we were like, that's not us.
That's not us. We're gonna do a tour. We want to go to Bendigo. We want to go to Collie.
Yeah.
And we want to go to Dubbo.
Dubbo sounds good. Yep.
And all those kind of places. And just a guy invited us to Spring Ridge.
Yeah, I'll go there.
He said, I love the banter, boys.
Yeah.
Time to
Banter boys?
He said, I love the banter.
Oh, I love the banter. With the banter boys.
He goes, very good, consistent dribble. Which is good. We're consistent dribble.
We do talk a lot of fucking shit. I have to apologise to my neighbours after every episode. Even though this is the second time we've recorded, I just know it's out there digitally, and I have to go and apologise just in case they've heard it. So,
man, I'm so excited. Riding motorbikes, telling jokes. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be good.
And if you live anywhere on that route to Bendigo, Wagga Wagga, Dubbo, all that stuff, all the way to Brizzy, let us know because we might have some downtime. We might just come hang out. We might just, put a barbecue on. We'll crash on your front lawn.
February next year. Yep. Keep your calendar open. All right, you might be able to do a bit of a ride with us for a bit. You never know.
Man, we haven't sorted out the logistics of it, but I want to do like a full ride. Maybe we even do like a charity element to it or something. Maybe we could put some money towards like, the Are You Bogged Mate or something cool like that.
No.
Okay,
we've got to put money towards us.
Yeah, no, that's true. Fuck charity. If anyone needs charity, it's us.
Yeah.
We have been absolutely financially destroyed last year. Yeah. And if you're wondering, and you're going, Brett, it sounds like you're good with money. No, you are currently looking through two, not one, but two $3,000 cameras. I just spend money. I bought it just before them anyway.
But it was cool, man. You were able to look at them in lockdown and go,
stare at them and go. I thought they'd pay for themselves and we would interview all these cool people, but the only people it's seen is our fucking shit faces.
Oh yeah, we should get into that soon. We should do some interviews with some people, but you have been busy at work, Brett. How's it been, mate? You've been back at work.
I'm on the new, what's his name? Liam Neeson film.
Yes, I saw you on the news.
I was on the news, yes, thank you. And that was after someone goes, I saw you on a boom lift, and I was so scared that they didn't see about 30 minutes before that, because what they did, with boom lifts, because we put a 90 kilo to 150 kilo lamp in there, plus an operator, we put it on the edge of
a 90 kilo lamp.
Yeah, it's a fucking M18. It's not M18. That's M18. It's an M90. So it's like an 18K lamp.
Whoa.
So it's like a sun. It mimics the sun. If you stand, there's one I took the photo of and put on the flat stick. If that lamp was there and we were standing there, you'd only be able to go for about 20 seconds before you started burning.
Really?
Yeah, it fucks you up. Really fucks you up.
And what, how high have you got to put this?
I think I was about 30 feet in the air with this lamp. So it's the idea of it is you put this lamp up outside on a big boom, and then you push it through the window, and it doesn't matter what the sun's doing, it takes over.
Ah,
so you got constant lumens going through the window.
Yep.
And when you put that type of lamp in there, because it's so fucking heavy, you can't have a shit machine taking it, because those machines are very sensitive. Anyway, it was a shit machine, and they're like, can you move the machine forward? Yes, not a problem. I've driven these things 1,000 times.
Yes.
Started driving, all the alarms were going off, the tilt alarms, had to put it down on its... As soon as it's a little bit off the ground, it can freak out. So I had to drag the bucket on the ground to try and drive it. Everyone's waiting for me. The whole set's waiting for me.
Yes.
I'm like, I can't. I had to swing over to the other side to try and counterweight it.
Yeah.
It was only a little bit of lean in the ground. And next thing I see is the DOP comes out and the first AD. I'm going, I am in so much shit, because everyone on set is fucking waiting for me. And I'm like, I lost. I got a bad temper. So I was like, fuck you to the machine. And I was very angry. I calmed down, and then it took us another half an hour to move the machine a meter, and I just looked like the biggest fuckwit. And it's like day 2, and the goal in the film industry is not to be that guy, and I ended up being that guy.
Oh.
It was honestly the worst. And then the news crews rocked up, and they were filming me, and you couldn't see, but it was freezing cold, it was raining, and I was standing up there with no shirt on, because I had to get into the machine to move it so quickly, and I was so angry.
Yeah.
And I was just copping all the weather, freezing fucking cold, just so angry. And then the camera just zooms off my dead eyes and then goes to the news reporter. But anyway, it turns out it wasn't my driving error, which I knew. There was a fault in the machine when they picked it up. The guys who owned it couldn't even drive it onto the flatbed truck.
Okay, well, that's what you tell us, Brett.
No.
I'll have to believe your word, buddy.
I know, but I was very worried.
Sounds like someone got a bit rusty in lockdown.
No, I didn't because...
Can't drive a machine.
Oh, no, I've hit the Bluetooth button. What does that do? If anyone has Bluetooth, you've just joined our Flat Stick podcast. Congratulations. But yeah, I know. I normally would blame myself in that situation,
yes.
But it was incredibly hard to drive. When I was on construction, I was operating a boom every day. I was, if anything...
Okay, Brett.
I was the best driver ever in the world, and everyone would want to suck me off.
Man, every time, right, I park, my girlfriend's like, you're going to hit the curb, right? I come in sharp, I come in fast, okay?
Yep.
And I don't hit the curb, right?
Yeah, how can you in your fucking... What is it? What car have you got?
It's a Volkswagen Golf.
Volkswagen Golf has more... Doesn't that have auto fucking reverse in?
No, it doesn't, no.
It's got so many sensors on that fucking thing.
It's got so many sensors, you can't do anything wrong. It's so good. It's great for a guy like me. And anyway,
we're the two coolest guys. I got a Ford Focus and you got the Volkswagen Golf.
Anyway, there's this... It's so fucked.
We should bash ourselves.
It's so... Yeah, I know. I was like... reversing in, and I just completely fucked it up this time, right? There's two old ladies that live near us, okay?
Get roasted.
There's one named Hillary, all right?
Classic.
Hillary's standing out the front.
Yeah.
Took me like 50 goes to get in this parallel park. My girlfriend was going nuts.
Did you have one of these...
Forget about all the good parks you do.
Did you have one of these fucking cigarettes again?
No, I didn't. Sometimes you just have a bad day.
Not me.
Anyway, she's just roasting me. The whole time. And then I get out, see Hillary there. She goes, I think I made you nervous.
Just getting smoked by an old lady.
I know. It's like, oh, God. Man, we've had Volkswagen Golf.
The Flatty boys have had an absolute nightmare of a time with old ladies. Hence why my back fence looks so shit, because I still don't have the courage to put up the new panels yet. I'm scared of her. They're over there, just behind. Well, also, look at that. Wood pile. Stole it from work. Cypress.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so what, you're going to make a fence out of this wood?
No, that's what I used to burn because that's old cladding from a building. So I got free firewood.
Oh,
so
man.
I just took it for 6 months.
No, I'll tell you about the time when we had a little fire out of the back of this total dump I lived in.
Yeah.
And
was it under a bridge where you lived?
It was close.
Yeah,
it was above a coffee shop.
Wait, was that place I've been to and you had a room with no window?
Yeah, that was a room with no windows.
That honestly scares me.
Yeah, I was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm still crazy from it.
I think it's ruined you.
But anyway, we put a little fire pit out the back.
Yeah.
And wondered why our eyes were itchy for weeks every time we had a party. And it was because we were burning treated pine.
Yeah.
So everyone in the house just had itchy eyes for like a week.
You're like, why is that flame blue?
Yeah. Well, every time we had a party, my eyes would be itchy for a week.
Yeah, right. It's because you were burning treated pine.
I was like, we're burning fucking treated pine.
Dude, I don't reckon it was the room that fucked you up. I reckon it was the fumes from the treated pine.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it would have been,
man,
brother.
It was so terrible. And then from then on, I was like, let's just buy firewood.
I never know what... I mean, treated pine, obviously, so termites can't get into it, I'm assuming, and it's more watertight, but... I really want to know what it does to you. It can't be good.
Man, it was like welding flash or something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It was...
No good?
No, it was no good.
I ended up meeting Liam Neeson, though.
Really?
Yes.
You met Liam Neeson?
Met Liam Neeson.
What did he say?
Not like a walk by, full chat.
He goes, listen, Brett.
Here you go.
I have a number of skills.
And one of them is sucking blokes off. And then he got down on all four and just gagged on me like a baby bird.
And then he jumped in that machine and just
parked
it very easily.
It really
He's
easily.
like, this is one of my skills, Brett.
Imagine if that...
Learn to drive, fuckhead.
Imagine if everyone was waiting for me and Liam's like, just get down and then does it. That would be fucking sick.
Man, that'd be so sick.
Yeah. But I put up some photos of the car. This is another funny story. I'll get back to the Liam story, but there's an Audi or it's a Porsche that they put the fucking camera...
I saw that, man.
Camera crane on the back of it. Yeah,
So-
it's psycho because the car they're chasing is a Dodge Challenger. I think it is. And it's 700. It's modified, so it's 720 horsepower, and it fucking goes.
So there's a Dodge Challenger in the film.
Yep.
And they got to chase after it with the camera.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I did. But anyway, so the idea is those tracking cars, they have to, when they actually go, it's not one of those things where they speed up. You know when people are like, oh, they just speed it up in post-production.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're a fucking student film, they
Really?
do that. If you're on the fucking big shit, they were driving at 130 kilometers around corners the other day.
Really?
Yes, and so much so the camera assistant had to lean out the window and fucking vomit.
Wow.
Because they hit a corner so hard, the focus fucking puller just went in the window and had a chunder. There's stunties driving, so they got a stuntie chasing a stuntie.
130 Ks around a corner.
Well, I wouldn't know if it was a sharp corner. I'd say it would be more of a fucking chicane.
Yeah.
But then with the camera fucking crane on the top doing that, they're going full stick with this thing. I was like, man, they should fucking slow down. But they don't, because they're fucking psycho. But that's how you make something look cool as shit, you know?
Man, that is awesome. Yeah, because that's what I thought. I thought they would have sped it up in post.
Nah. With the big shit, like, even like the Matrix, when they did that last one, they made that highway. They replicated the highway. So they can just go, yeah, let's go fucking nuts on this fucking cunt.
Man, I watched that scene the other day. Doesn't age.
No.
There's the bit where the truck explodes and Neo grabs Morpheus.
Yeah.
And that looks a bit 3D. But
Did
the
you
rest
say doesn't age as in like it's good or it's bad?
No, it's good.
It's good? Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it would still be good.
Yeah, it was so good. There's some bits that they use too much graphics.
Yeah.
Like when they digitally rendered the characters.
Yeah.
When they looked kind of computerized.
Yeah.
That looked kind of shit.
Yeah.
But then the rest is boom.
You know how like me and the missus go 1 for 1 on movie night? You know what I mean? Like my choice, your choice. Otherwise, we can never find something we both like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're going to start doing that.
Yes, because you try and find something in the middle and it ends up being, I don't know, something with Kevin Hart in it or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's something real shit.
I went to a restaurant the other night, man. I live on Victoria Street. There's all these Vietnamese restaurants.
Sorry to brag.
Yeah, sorry to brag. All, Vietnamese restaurants. So good. The service is like, sit at your table, shut up. Food is good.
Yes.
We're not going to say hi or
I was there
anything.
today, and that's exactly what I got. It's like, here's your beers, here's your food. It's the best food ever.
Yeah, it's the best food ever. Because they're like, if the food's good, who cares?
Yeah.
You don't need anything else.
No, and they're right.
So then the other day they were playing this Kevin James film, The Zookeeper, in the restaurant.
I love Kevin James.
Just had the Zookeeper
Paul
there.
Blart rules, yeah.
And I was just like, so distracted. I couldn't eat dinner because I was just watching this film.
Man, there's good and there's bad good, and everything. Kevin James is funny as shit, and Paul Blart, I love Paul Blart Mall Cop. Once again, I normally have a cigarette before I watch it. I just have the best time in the world, you know?
Yeah.
Were you distracted because it was good, or were you distracted because it was bad?
A bit of both. I knew what was happening.
Yeah.
I knew he wanted to be the zookeeper. He was talking to the animals.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going for the real hot girl.
Oh,
but then he
of course.
finds out that the kind of cool, fun girl at the zoo is the one he really wants.
Oh, yeah.
Because the hot girl, when he finally goes to get her, she goes, you shouldn't be a zookeeper.
Yeah, right.
And then the whole moral of the movie is follow your morals.
Yes.
But a part of me wanted him to just quit the zoo, just go, fuck all you animals. Get with a hot chick and then become a salesman.
Yeah, become cool
and
as fuck.
Make heaps of money.
Get a six-pack and shit.
Yeah.
Become a real estate agent and just sell fucked houses.
Be one of
to
those
poor
guys
people.
that's just like always pop up on your Twitter.
Yeah.
Like a sponsored post. It's like, do you want to make $3,000?
They always start with this like, so guys, I've got a business idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're all, oh man, there's this guy I know, and I will roast him because he's a fucking cock. Nah, he's probably all right. I don't know. He did comedy once. He's too good looking. And he now owns like a house business. It's called like Belfleur Homes.
Yeah.
Right away, cockhead. You know what I mean? Like after Jordan Belfleur off the Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, really?
Good call,
Belford
dude.
Homes or whatever.
Belfleur Homes or whatever. And then he's like, he's always doing fucking, yo, bro, so this is how we do investments. Welcome to the Wolf Pack. And they have like Whiskey Wednesdays, and they got all like leather chairs, and they're drinking whiskeys while they're coming up with their ideas. Like, and they always got photos. Like, that must have an Instagram guy that just follows them.
Yeah.
And he's always doing these ones, like thinking off in the distance, going like, oh, it's so good to learn from your peers. And he's like talking to another investment guy. And I just want to punch him in the head because he acts like a millionaire. But then when you see his normal Instagram, he's just got a shit house.
Yeah.
Because he takes photos of his dog. You're like, can you wash your bathroom? You know what I mean? Like, he takes a photo of his dog, but you can see the rest of his house in the background. Like, it's not a good house, you know? I can see the tiles.
There's all these grinders out there. They're always grinding.
Always be hustling. Always be grinding.
But and there's nothing wrong with that. But then also, how many people are just grinding out there and you don't know what their business is? You're like, what are you doing? Like, what are you? Yeah, I can make $1 million in a year or whatever. What are we doing here? Yeah. There's nothing solid they're selling or anything. Like,
no, it's nothing ever like something usable. It's an idea. It's a shit idea they're selling. They're trying to sell cool. You know what I mean? That's the problem. Like, if they're selling like a washer or something cool, like, man.
A washer? Why did you pick a washer?
Because, man.
Just straight out of the blue.
Because I was thinking about it. The product I was thinking about is a product called Shark Bite, which means you can plumb a whole house without actually using like welding and like on the oxy or whatever the fuck it is. Because the Shark Bite, just literally, if you clean two ends of the pipe, you can push it onto each other and it clamps and it has a warranty for 30 years. So you can do all joineries in the house. So that's what they use now. And they can fucking plumb a house in like a day. And I was like, the cunt who made that product would be the richest guy in the world.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know, like Becky Lucas's dad made a fucking weird washer or something that saves money and he's a millionaire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's always those things that you can use. The thing that you see in Bunnings for $7 and you buy all the time in a little thing, the guy who made that's a millionaire, you know?
For sure, man. Yeah, I'd love that. I when I was doing a bit of work in Bendigo, I thought of an idea. I don't know if you like it, Brett.
No, I'm ready to go. I'm always open. You know me.
You know you got shovels?
Yes.
And then you got those shovels that they're like tweezers?
Oh, yeah.
To get
so
the mud out?
Pothole. Yeah.
So you can do the mud out of the shovels? What about one of those? And it's one of those, but sometimes you can pull it apart. So it's two small shovels.
Yeah.
Or you can join it back together, and it's a trench shovel.
See, actually thought you were going to say, imagine that, but with a pocket pussy on the end, and you can fuck your shovel.
Imagine that, and it had a speaker that just played Pantura.
Imagine that shovel, but with a digital alarm clock on the end.
Because sometimes it was just useless. Like it was, I've never encountered a shovel like this to get.
It could be, but what I'd say with that, on a breakdown level, if you're going to have something removable, chances are it's going to be weak. And then people would lose that pin. But in a shovel, having a good sturdy shovel, $20. That of the shovel, $50. I mean, you could be onto something here, Nick.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so. I think someone would have thought of it.
Yeah, I've really thought about it.
If anyone wants to get this
is our first episode of Shark Tank. So if you guys want to invest, you want 30% of our Bellflower shit homes or a fucked shovel that my mate created. To be honest, the shovel sounds a lot better than Bellflower homes.
Did I tell you about the time I worked for Flight Centre and I went in there for the job interview?
Yeah.
And the lady goes, we've got this little kind of test thing here, but before I do that, I'm just going to leave the room. And then she leaves the room.
What do you mean, like a test to get the job?
Yeah. And then this big screen TV comes on, right? And it's just like, do you want to make money? And it's just like people partying in Vegas, just like, yeah. It was, man, it had like music playing like that. It just had money being thrown. It just had fly around the world. And then it had this dude, the dude who owns Flight Centre is called Screw. Like, that's his name is Screw, and it's like...
that fucking rules.
Screw, and he's just
his name is actually Screw, or did he change his name to Screw?
I think it's Screw, and he's like the blandest looking dude ever.
His name's Screw, but he hates to fuck.
Yeah, and they said...
Not for me.
They said the coolest thing about Screw is he wears the Flight Centre uniform, except he makes it with short sleeves, because the head office is in Brisbane. you know. So it had the Flight Centre shirt, but with short sleeves, and it had like "Party with Screw," and it had "Join Screw's Wolfpack."
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
I reckon Screws killed himself after COVID, and his business went tits up.
Screw got screwed.
Really got screwed for the first time. Also, he deserves to be,
because it was just loose. Like if you did a certain amount of sales, I never did this, but
Can't imagine why.
They took you to a world, like each year, every Flight Centre employee that got within this bracket would go to just a world party.
That sounds awful.
And they would just fly them to like Singapore or whatever.
Yeah.
And the best one was once they flew 2 Qantas new Airbuses to Singapore, and they stayed in the Marina Bay Sands. You know, like the Marina Bay Sands, that big one with the waterfall
on the top of the roof. Yeah.
And it was crazy. And the best thing ever was reading the TripAdvisor reviews for just the random people that were staying in the Marina Bay Sands, because they were like, people were having sex in togas near the pool.
Dude, fuck Flatstick. Let's go back to Flight Centre.
Women spewed in the lobby. You know what I mean? Just the best reviews I've ever seen.
Because you know why? Because every Flight Centre is in like a suburban fucking shopping centre.
Oh, man, yeah.
With like cunts from Dandenong or Forestfield just fucking chugging down fucking Jägermeister. Dude, that fucking rules, man.
It was so good. And like, just picture this, right? You've some like a lot of rich people stay there, but then also you got like poor people that have saved up all of their money just to stay in the Marina Bay Sands for one night, trying to relax. And there's people fucking spewing in the pool and rooting in. I think they had a toga party or some shit.
Do you reckon Screw's got jacked arms? Oh, he would do.
He probably does.
He's a brizzy boy.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say they had like a fucked like survey that you had to do. I had one when I worked for Star Trek. And the guy's like, man, you got to fill out this safety question before you get to the next step. I was just on a conveyor belt throwing mail, and he goes, "There's a trick question in there," and I was like, "Okay," and I found it pretty quickly. It says, "If you find a gun on the conveyor belt, do you inform management and security immediately? B, point it at people and pretend you're going to shoot someone, or C, shoot it off." And I put C, shoot it off, just to see if they'd have a laugh. Yeah. And no one checked it. And I still got that job.
Star Trek.
Because I was like, I'll just put it and then I'll explain to the guy, I'm having a bit of a laugh. Obviously you don't do that. And then he just went, yeah, everything's in order. And then I got the job. So if I was ever to do a shooting, that's on them.
Man, we've got to have a section here where you and I have worked heaps of dumb labouring jobs like that.
Oh my
and shit.
God, so many.
And I'm guessing this happened to me a lot, where the boss goes, "Oh, we're just going to get you to watch videos for 2 hours," and it's just all those videos are like from the 80s, like they got the VHS. It's like it's like safe practice in the workplace, and it's just got like a bloke going, "Use a hammer like this. Watch what you're doing. Do not do this." It's just got a guy who just hits his fingers with a hammer, and he's like, oh. It's like,
I love those exams because it's always the answer is all of the above. You know what I mean? It's always like, when there's a fire, do you call the fire brigade? B, alert your site supervisor. C, report to safety. All of the above. All of the above. All of the above. All of the above.
It's got that, or it's got like the most ridiculous wrong answer ever. It's like, if there's a fire, do you make more fire? Or call your supervisor.
Or it's one that's like, create more fire, piss onto the fire. And then there'll be one that's like a 17-page paragraph with all these big $10 words on there. And you go, I reckon it's that one.
Yeah, I reckon it's that one.
But that's why you're like, I want to meet the people who have failed these tests. Do you know what I mean? They would fucking suck. But what I was going to say, meeting Liam Neeson. We got nearly time to wrap up anyway. But my rip of the week is actually going to be, my your mate of the week is a Liam Neeson clip, which I'm going to put up online when he's doing that sketch with Ricky Gervais, because I think it's a very funny sketch. It's one of the best.
So funny.
Man, it's talking about he thinks he has AIDS or some shit as a doctor. It's so good. But I was holding a polyboard for his face, bit of light, and he goes, "What's that sound?" And I was like, because you're not meant to talk to them because they're famous and shit, and I'm just a low breed cunt. And I go, oh, that's a.
Did you tell him that you're a host of the Flat Stick podcast?
I think he knew.
Oh, yeah, he already knew.
He's been in Melbourne for more than 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Rumour gets around. You know, he probably actually wanted my autograph.
Yeah.
It was an honour for me to hold his light. Anyway, and I go, that's a magpie. He goes, is that one of those crazy big birds that swoops down? I go, yeah, man, they really fuck people up. Every like month of the year, is one of them going to get us now? And I go, no, it's not. It's just out of their season. And then I was trying to find him, if you haven't seen our video pod episode, I was trying to find the video where that like 12-year-old kid's getting swooped on a scooter to show him. I was like, that would be my claim to fame if I got to show Liam Neeson that thing from Brown Cardigan. But then they're like, all right, we've got to go. And I was like, no, I was so close.
Oh, man, that would have been so good. Just sharing memes with Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I was like, have you heard of Brown Cardigan? Yeah. Oh, speaking of Brown Cardigan, I said something the other day because there was a guy that had Lionel Messi number plates.
Yeah.
And then just had a quote from Saddam Hussein and a full photo of Saddam Hussein's head on the back of his like VY.
Man, that is crazy.
I didn't know what it said. It could have been something weird or it was in Arabic, but I was like, whatever it is, that cunt's wild. And I respect him.
But thanks, guys. I think we better wrap it up.
Wrapping up for another week. I'm sorry that I didn't put up the last week's video. I was away doing like 60, 70-hour weeks, and I apologise. They will be up tonight or today. You'll be hitting it one go. I'll be more efficient with the editing, Nick. We've got new sound systems, all confusing. We're back on the road.
So good.
Hit us up with ideas of things to do. We really want to make a fun time. Maybe do some like fucking, if you got a car that you want us to drive into a wall. If you got any cool things we can do along the way, like if you got a jump, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do a jump.
I'll
jump a car.
I'll jump a car.
If anyone's got a video of someone jumping a car, I would love that.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah, we when we were young, we had a Toyota Corolla station wagon, and we jumped that, and it was fantastic.
Spine breaking shit.
Yeah, it was good.
Suspensions.
It's funny when you jump a station wagon. None of the wheels are parallel with each other. It was like forwards but sideways in the air. It was absolutely beautiful. But yeah, send us some of those videos.
Send us your crazy stuff.
Thank you so much. You guys keep sending us messages, and we love getting messages from you guys.
Yeah.
We got so much messages for so much cool shit. It was great. So thank you so much.
Thanks. Until next week, ladies and gentlemen, keep it flat stick. Have we got the new audio from that guy yet?
No. The guy who sent in the song, can you send it in?
Yes.
He's probably been busy, Brett, touring in his country metal bands.
Hey, oh man, can he come to our gigs? That'd be sick.
Oh, that'd be sick.